Today's gospel is, I guess I would use the word interesting, because usually the priest looks at the gospel and he says, well, this is the message which I need to give to the people. But in today's gospel, Jesus is obviously speaking directly to me and to all of us priests. When Jesus saw people going up into the temple and the people that everybody looked up to and said, these are the holy people, well, that's us. That's me. Everybody looks up at me and they say, oh, you're the holy person. You're the expert. You're the one that is doing all these things better than all the rest of us. And it's very easy to say, well, thank God I am not a thief, an adulterer, all the other things when people come to confess their sins. It's very easy for us priests to, maybe not as consciously as this man in the gospel, but certainly to think, we're, right? Ted, you've spent several years studying to get to this point, right? We're a little bit better than the rest of the people. So as I read this gospel, I'm wondering, so what is it that I can say to you who probably don't come into church saying, thank God I'm not like the rest of these people, I'm one of the good ones, and my life is going very well, etc., etc. But as I hear confessions, as I have been hearing confessions for 40 years, I think most priests would agree with me in saying, I'm not really that holy. Am I really that much better than these people who come in and are struggling to make a living? They're struggling to raise their families. They're struggling to try to pass on their values to their children. And the people that they're working with are certainly not very good people. It's a real challenge for people even to go to work every day. So as a priest, listening to the confessions of people, I hear people say, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. So that's the main message that I can give to you today. When I was growing up, and I think we still do some of this, we make confession so hard, it's like going in for a test, and most people say, oh, I forgot, some of my sins. Oh, I didn't bring the list, I don't think I'm going to do this right. And I think it's not a test. It's not an exam. It's not something where you're trying to prove that you know how to do this thing the right way. That was what the Pharisee did. The Pharisee came in and said, I've got it right. I know how to do these things. I've got all my things in order. The point of coming to church and asking for forgiveness is that it comes from the heart. And this man just said, Lord, be merciful to me, a sinner. The kinds of sins, where you did it and how it happened aren't really that important. And Jesus was not interested in all of those sins. Are you sorry? Of course, for me, the second question is the most important one, because it's not that hard to feel sorry when you've done something bad. You know you've done something bad. Even my dog, right? When he's done something bad, he knows how to show he's sorry. Showing that you're sorry, saying that you're sorry, is not the most important part. It's what happens when you go home. What will you do that's better? How will you take just one step today, this week? That is the only thing that I can really help people with when they come, to confession. What's one thing that you can do better? And, children and teenagers are so much easier to do this because they don't have 200 people in their lives that they have to keep everybody in their right place and act the right way towards all these different people. It's basically their parents and their brothers and sisters. And I asked them, what's one thing that you can do that will make someone happy? And that, for me, is what the sacrament is all about. Jesus does all the work. Jesus died on the cross. Jesus has done the work. People say, oh, Father, that must have been hard, hearing confessions for an hour. So it goes in one ear and out the other ear. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not forgiving these people. I'm not the one who died to save their sins. I'm just representing Jesus. But what will Jesus do for you? What is the one step that you can take when you go forth from here to make someone else's life a little bit better, to share the love that we have received?